It was a bright, sunny day. Lily, Tom, Sarah, and Max were playing in the park. They were best friends. Lily was curious. Tom was brave. Sarah was a thinker. Max was an inventor.
Let's play pirates.
We can search for treasure.
The friends all agreed. They loved an adventure. They ran to their favorite spot under the old oak tree.
Look!
There was something under the bench. It was a rolled-up piece of paper. The children unrolled the paper. It was a map. It looked old and mysterious.
Wow, a real treasure map.
The map had a big red X on it.
The X marks the spot, but where does it lead?
The children studied the map carefully. They recognized some landmarks.
I think it leads to the old abandoned house on Oak Street.
The friends decided to set off immediately.
We need supplies.
They packed sandwiches and cookies in a backpack. Max brought his trusty rope and toolkit. Tom grabbed his magnifying glass.
Just in case.
They said goodbye to the park and set off on their adventure. The map led them through bustling streets and quiet lanes. They followed the twists and turns. Soon, they reached a small river. There was no bridge.
How will we cross?
Max sprang into action.
Don't worry, I can build a bridge.
He used his rope and some fallen branches. Sarah helped him secure the knots. Soon, they had a sturdy bridge. Finally, they reached Oak Street. The abandoned house stood at the end of the road, shrouded in mystery and silence. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. It was old and overgrown with ivy, the green tendrils snaking up the walls as if trying to reclaim the structure for nature. The house seemed to whisper secrets of a bygone era, its history hidden beneath layers of neglect. The windows were boarded up, their wooden planks weathered and cracked. It was as if the house was trying to keep its secrets locked away from the world outside. The children could almost feel the weight of the stories trapped within those walls. The children felt a little scared, but they were determined. Their hearts pounded with a mix of fear and excitement. They had come too far to turn back now. Each step they took was a step into the unknown, a step closer to uncovering the truth.
Look, there's the house from the map. It's exactly as we imagined it, down to the last detail. The map had led them here, to this very spot, and now it was up to them to discover why.
Tom carefully opened the creaky gate. They tiptoed into the overgrown garden, the grass brushing against their legs. The garden was a wild tangle of plants and flowers, long forgotten and left to grow unchecked. It was like stepping into another world, a world where time had stood still.
There's the red X on the front door. Just like on the map. It was a sign, a marker that they were on the right path. The red X stood out starkly against the faded paint of the door, a beacon guiding them forward.
They found the red X from the map on the front door. It was a moment of triumph, a confirmation that their journey had not been in vain. Now all that was left was to muster the courage to step inside and face whatever awaited them within the abandoned house. Max used his tools to pry open the old lock. The metal was corroded and brittle, making the task both challenging and exhilarating. Each twist of the tool brought them closer to uncovering the secrets hidden within. The door creaked open with a groan, echoing through the empty halls. It was as if the house itself was waking up from a long slumber, ready to reveal its mysteries. Inside, the house was dark and dusty. The air was thick with the scent of age and neglect, and every step they took stirred up clouds of dust that danced in the beams of sunlight filtering through the broken windows. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling like ghostly drapes, swaying gently in the draft. They added to the eerie atmosphere, making the group feel like they had stepped back in time. They followed the map to the fireplace, their excitement growing with each step. The map, yellowed with age, had led them through the winding corridors of the house to this very spot.
Guys, look over here. This must be it.
There, hidden inside, was a wooden chest. It was covered in dust and cobwebs, but the intricate carvings on its surface hinted at the treasures it might hold.
Oh my gosh, it's a treasure chest. Look at the carvings. They must be ancient.
Lily held her breath as Tom lifted the heavy lid. The hinges creaked in protest, but slowly the chest opened to reveal its contents. Inside they found stacks of old books, their pages yellowed and fragile. There was a collection of toy soldiers, each one meticulously painted and preserved. And nestled among them was a beautiful music box, its delicate design and craftsmanship a testament to a bygone era. The friends couldn't believe their eyes. They had stumbled upon a true treasure trove, each item telling a story of its own.
Is that all?
Max asked, a little disappointed. He had expected something more, something grander. The chest seemed empty, devoid of the riches he had imagined. Lily picked up a book. It was old and dusty, but there was something magical about it. It was a book of fairy tales. She smiled, her eyes lighting up with excitement as she flipped through the pages.
This is amazing. Look at all these stories.
Tom picked up a toy soldier and pretended it was fighting a dragon. He made swooshing sounds as he moved the toy around.
Take that, dragon! He shouted, his face full of determination.
Sarah wound up the music box. She turned the key slowly, anticipation building in her heart. A sweet melody filled the air. The notes danced around them, creating a magical atmosphere.
Listen to this beautiful tune. It's like a lullaby from a dream.
They realized that these weren't just any old things. Each item held a story, a piece of the past. These were treasures full of memories. They were keepsakes from their parents' and grandparents' childhoods. They represented adventure, imagination, and friendship. The children laughed and played, creating new memories with the old treasures. As they sat in a circle, sharing stories and laughter, they understood that the true treasure wasn't gold or jewels. It was the joy of discovery, the bond of friendship, and the magic of imagination. These were the real treasures that would stay with them forever. And as the sun set, casting a golden glow over the playground, they knew they had found something priceless. They walked home together, their hearts full, carrying their newfound treasures and the memories they had created. The chest was closed, but the adventure had just begun. The true treasure was the journey they had shared. The children carefully closed the chest. They knew they had found something much more valuable than gold or jewels. They had found an adventure and made memories that would last a lifetime.
Let's come back here tomorrow.
Lily suggested.
We can build a tree house in the garden.
Tom added excitedly. They left the abandoned house hand in hand. They knew that their friendship was the greatest treasure of all.